Hello everyone, I am Charu. I welcome you all on my channel Education at Your Doorstep. Today we are going to start the lecture series on geomorphology. The students who are preparing for the civil examination, government examination and those who are in school can watch my videos and can know about various important and interesting facts about the solar system, about our Mother Earth, about the various other things. So let us discuss about the topics that we are going to study in this lecture series. Firstly, we will be knowing about the solar system, how it evolves, whether it was a nebula or just a small dot which have huge amount of gases and force and blast to form the entire universe. We will be solving this mystery. After that, we will be knowing about the Earth, why Earth is the only planet on which life exists, and other type of things about the Earth, for example longitudes, latitudes and a lot more. Then we will be knowing about the head of the solar system, that is the Sun, which is the main source of heat and light for all the planets. Then we will be talking about the only natural satellite of the Earth, that is the Moon. And we will be knowing about the craters that are present on the surface of the Moon. After that, we will be knowing about the motions of the Earth, what is responsible for the variation of the days and night length. We will also be talking about the formation of the seasons. And after that, we will be knowing about the longitudes and the latitudes, how they are dividing the entire Earth into the temperature zones and the time zones. In the next part, we will be learning about the formation of the continents and the oceans, the various theories that are supporting it. For example, the continental drift theory, sea spreading theory, and most widely accepted plate tectonic theory. In plate tectonic theory, we will be learning about the various margins. For example, the convergent margin, divergent margin, and the conservative margin. We will be knowing about the earthquakes, on which type of margin the earthquake originates. Then we will be talking about the volcanoes and the ring of fire of the world. Then we will talk about the various landforms, first order landform, second order landform and third order landforms. What are the differences between them and what are the forces responsible? Whether they are endogenic or exogenic, that is whether it is the internal forces or the external forces. After that, we will be talking about the atmosphere, various layers of the atmosphere, composition of the atmosphere and the reasons of climate changes. And after that, we will be knowing about some of the important current affairs, for example, the solar flares and a lot more. So let us start our lecture with the beautiful diagram of solar system. Can you see the 8 planets and the head of the solar system, that is the Sun? Now coming to the definition of the solar system. It is the collection of the Sun, the planets, asteroids, meteors, comets and Kuiper objects. Don't worry, we are going to know about each and every word given in this definition at the later stage. Now coming to the simpler definition of the solar system, that is, it is known as the solar family. Sun is the head of the family, which is the main source of heat and light for all the planets. Just like the way you are dependent upon your father for money and for your basic needs, in the similar way the planets depend upon the Sun for the heat and the light. Now coming to the first definition, that is of the celestial bodies. Anything in the universe that have some mass is said to be a celestial body, whether it is a natural satellite, it is a planet, is an asteroid or a meteor. Now, coming to the star. Have you ever looked up in the sky and see the stars? Have you ever noticed the shapes created by them? Do you know why they twinkle? Actually, the stars are the celestial bodies which have a luminous plasma around them, which is being held about its axis due to the gravitational pull. And also the effect of twinkling is because the atmospheric layers are mobile, and in that case when the light is moving from the denser medium, it looks dim, and when it is moving from the rarer medium, it looks bright. This gives us the illusion of twinkling. Sun is also a star. Can you imagine the great sun is a star? Yes, because it is not that much apart. Now coming to the definition of planet, what is a planet? It is a type of celestial body which should satisfy three conditions in order to become a planet. The first is it should have enough mass to have the spherical shape, and secondly, it should be revolving around the sun in the fixed orbit, and the third, it shouldn't enter into the orbit of the other planet. And this is the reason why Pluto is no more a planet, and now it is known as the dwarf planet and the Kuiper object. We are going to learn about it in the later stage. Now, can you see the pole star, the Ursa Major, and on the right side it is the Milky Way galaxy. Now, let us know about these. What is a constellation? A constellation is basically a group of stars which is forming a shape. For example, the Cancer, the Capricorn, all these zodiac signs are basically the shapes which are being created by the stars. And according to their location, the astrologers tell us about what is going to be happen in your life in the later stage. And the pole star is present in the Ursa Major. The North Pole is being located on the side of the pole star, that it is directing towards the North Pole, because of which the people at the earlier ages, when there was no compass, used to look at the pole star and decide which is the direction. When the person is looking in at the pole star, it's the north direction. At the back, it's south. In the right, it's east, and in the left, it's west. Now coming to the Milky Way galaxy. What is a galaxy? A galaxy is basically the collection of the stars and the gases. Do you know in which galaxy our solar system is present? Yes, you are right. It is present in the Milky Way galaxy or the Akash Ganga galaxy. It is a spiral-shaped galaxy. Can you see the spirals in the diagram? It's so beautiful. Now, coming to the supercluster. What is a supercluster? It is a collection of these galaxies. Milky Way galaxy is also included in this, the various gases and a lot more. Do you know in which supercluster our Milky Way galaxy, that is our solar system, is present? It's Laniakea supercluster. And you will be very amazed to know that the largest supercluster of the universe is found by us, by Indians, and it is named as Saraswati supercluster. Now coming to the orbit. You have learnt about orbit in your previous classes. Orbit is basically the path in which the planets are revolving around the sun. Do you know what is the shape of the orbit of the Earth? It is slightly elliptical in path, and the average distance of the Earth from the sun is 1 astronomical unit. Now let us know about some of the questions which you have to answer in the next class, and I will be discussing about them. For example, what is the largest supercluster of the universe? I have already told you, and you have to write the answer in the comment section. Why Pluto is no more the planet? Which is the green planet? Which is the twin sister of the Earth, and why it is the hottest planet? And also, what is the shape of the Earth? Whether it is elliptical, whether it is spherical, or something else. So guys, if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe, and also press the bell icon to get the notify about my lecture whenever I will be uploading. And if you will support, I will be teaching you ecology and environment and a lot more subjects. Thank you.